All right, let's start with a news alert that's just coming in, where in an unprecedented move, the Indian government has ordered for 10,000 troops to be moved to the Kashmir Valley. At least about 100 companies of the Indian paramilitary forces will be deployed to the valley, to be precise. And this comes in addition to the 40,000 troops that are already stationed in the valley. Now, there is speculation about the centre's next step as the development comes just days after National Security Advisor Ajit Doval had visited the state. And for more on this, we're joined in by our political affairs editor, Kartikeya Sharma, who's joining us over the phone line. Good morning to you, Kartikeya. This is an unprecedented step. What is the logic behind deploying 10,000 more troops in the Kashmir Valley?
See, the last time 10,000 troops were moved to Valley was when the Balakot operation took place. Now, immediately around Balakot, there were 10,000 additional troops, which means that the policy planning Saleh was that in case there is a breakout of any eventuality, then the 10,000 troops would stabilize the urban centers and the army would move out to the cities to solidify defense on the line of control. So that was the thinking. But the issue is that additional 10,000 troops have been now ordered to move into Valley when you have additional 40,000 troops for the Amarnath Yatra. So in Valley, you have additional 50,000 troops now. So the question is, what is happening in the Valley post-review that the government feels that they need 10,000 troops extra? It means three things.
Right.
One, either the government is deciding to take a bold political decision around 15th of August or after that, one. Secondly, Saleh, it is a decision which means that the government is not only going to strengthen the internal security grid, but going to take a very strong countermeasure. Third, or it means that the government is going to pursue all the leads of the financial investigation which is taking place against these senior politicians in the Valley,
right,
which means that it could lead to arrest and maybe unrest. That is why you need 10,000 extra troops for stabilization. So these are the three issues which are there in the minds of people in Kashmir. But nonetheless, it also shows that there is a paradigmatic shift which is taking place vis-a-vis Kashmir after Amit Shah becoming the Home Minister.
Absolutely, indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Kartikeya, for joining us and getting us the latest in terms of what is happening in this announcement that 10,000 extra troops will be deployed in Kashmir. And there is more news that is coming in from Shopian in Kashmir, where an encounter is presently underway between the security forces and the terrorists. Now, the latest reports indicate that about 2 terrorists have been gunned down in the operation. The Army's 23rd Para Regiment and the Special Operations Group in Shopian were conducting a search and cordon operation in Bon Bazaar. Just as the forces were zeroing in on the suspected location, the terrorists reportedly opened fire at them, and this triggered the operation that is still underway in Shopian in southern Kashmir. Now, the encounter comes at a time when we have just about received news of a massive movement of troops in the Kashmir Valley. And for more in terms of what is unfolding in this terror operation, we're joined in by my colleague Ishan Vani, who's been tracking the developments very closely for us. Ishan, good morning to you. What is the latest in terms of what is happening in Shopian?
Well, this encounter has come after a brief lull that prevailed from last 10, 12 days. There were no operations going on in the Kashmir Valley. But today, we saw an encounter erupting between security forces and the militants in South Kashmir, Shopian district. Now, this particular encounter also comes at a time when the news about 10,000 extra troops being sent to Kashmir is making noise. And apart from that, you already have additional deployment of the, paramilitary forces in the Kashmir. But this particular encounter where 2 militants have been killed already and their bodies have been retrieved, the operation is still underway. But what we are learning from our sources is that both of them are from Jaish-e-Mohammed terror outfit, and their bodies and ammunition has been recovered from the spot. Now remember, South Kashmir has been a belt where most of the militancy activities have been happening, and that is where the counterinsurgency grid has been focusing on in the South Kashmir particularly, because there are a lot of attacks that have taken place. Even the Pulwama happened in South Kashmir. So to curb that, there were a lot of operations going on, but for the last 10 days, there were no operations going on in South Kashmir or anywhere in the Kashmir Valley. But yet again, today's encounter makes it to the news again that there are encounters which are happening. The forces are going against all the militants who are presently in the Kashmir Valley.
Absolutely. We'll have to leave there. Thank you very much indeed, Ishan, for joining us and getting us the latest in terms of what is happening in the Kashmir Valley now.